To set up our view, to create the kitchen, first use the zoom tool and zoom in closer, while using the pan tool to move the displayed view around. Set up the view so that you can maximize your workspace to lay out our kitchen cabinets. Next, we'll open up our live view. From our viewing pop-up, we'll select Save 3D View and type in Kitchen 1 and then click the OK button. Next, we'll move our view to the other side of the room, save another 3D view and call this Kitchen 2. You'll find that in some cases it's easier to close the live view, work in 2D, and open the live view whenever you want to check your progress. From the kitchen library, choose Appliances. Scroll down towards the bottom of the list, and you'll see refrigerators. We're looking for side-by-side refrigerator. Watch the lower left corner of the screen in the status bar for descriptions. Drag it and drop it out into the plane in the corner. Select it. We need to rotate it 90 degrees in a clockwise direction. However, angles get bigger going in a counterclockwise direction and punch, so rather than 90, type in 270 degrees and hit enter. Now this is 270 degrees from the original position that the object is placed at. Drag it into place with your mouse and cursor, or use your arrow keys to nudge it in one direction or another. Now from the Objects drop-down in the Kitchen library, choose Light Cabinets. First, we'll find a 24-inch wide base cabinet. And we'll place that in next to the refrigerator. This will need rotating as well. For an angle, put in 270 degrees and press the Enter key. And then with your mouse and cursor, drag it into place. Next to that, we'll place a 36-inch long base cabinet with a double sink. Again, watching the status bar in the lower left corner, watching the object names. Drop it into the plan. We'll select it, enter in 270 degrees to rotate it to the proper orientation, and then drag it and drop it into place, remembering you can use your arrow keys to nudge it, left, right, up, or down. Just open up Live View for a second to check our progress. We'll close that. Back to our object library. Next, we'll find the 24-inch by 30 wall cabinet. This hangs on the wall over the base cabinet. When you find it, drag it, drop it over the base cabinet. When selected, change the angle to 270 and press the Enter key to rotate it into the proper orientation. On the other side of the sink, we'll place another 24-inch base cabinet. Since we're already at the wall cabinet, we'll just place another where it will go. Rotate it and snug it into place. Next, we'll go back to our object library and our cabinets and find the 24-inch wide base cabinet again and drag that right in. Set the angle, press Enter, and locate the cabinet. Next, we'll place an L-shaped corner cabinet and its hanging or wall counterpart. Notice that all of our cabinets are snugged up, tied up against the refrigerator and our utility room wall. At any point, you can move your cursor out and with your left mouse button, drag a rectangular window around our cabinets. When the cabinets are all selected, you can drag those down to center them along the wall, just as you can move individual objects as well. Now for the hanging corner cabinet, Next, we'll go back to our object library and we'll put a set of 18-inch cabinets in. First, the base cabinet. In this case, we want to just flip it so the angle will be 180 degrees. Type in 180 for the angle, press the Enter key, and then move the cabinet into place next to the 18-inch by 30 hanging or wall cabinet. Set the angle again for 180, hit Enter, and drag it into place. Back to our appliances now, kitchen and appliances, and it's time to put in a range. Find the 30-inch electric range, drag it out, drop it into location, select it, set the angle for 180 to rotate it the other direction, and move it in up against the cabinets. You can also create custom cabinets by using a special tool called the Cabinet Wizard. So we'll go to our Power Tool tab. Before doing that, switch back and forth between our views so that you can see the progress and where we're going to put that cabinet. Just next to the range we just placed. Power Tool tab, Cabinet Wizard. You can choose the style of cabinet, its orientation, set whatever sizes or dimensions there are related to this cabinet. We'll change the base length to 3 feet or 36 inches. We can also turn on and off the backsplash drawers. We can even set up sizes, styles of trim. Once done, we can then do things like change the countertop material, the cabinet material. In this case, we're applying materials to this custom cabinet that match the cabinets that we've placed from the object library. And to do that, we'll need to remove the backsplash. Over on the left-hand side, these spinner controls allow us to reduce the backsplash to 0. And you can do other things, like for instance the hanging wall cabinet portion. We can actually use that spinner and lower it. Once finished, you will exit the Cabinet Wizard and update the design with your new cabinet. We'll open up Live View just to take a quick look. Move in a little bit closer. The last thing to do is to put in the vent hood over the electric range. To do that, we'll go back to our object library. To our appliances. We'll look for a 30-inch chimney style vent hood. Drop that in. Set the angle to 180. And move it back up against the wall.